First up, we're discussing the city that is battling the air crisis. That's Delhi NCR, where air quality deteriorates further today, breaching the 400 danger mark. The AQI has reached alarming levels and several places breached the 400 mark. The government has imposed GRAP 3 in the NCR region. Meanwhile, Delhi Environment Minister Gopal Rai has written a letter to Delhi CM demanding strict action against officers who have shut down the smog tower. The blame game has begun between the ruling Aam Aadmi Party and the opposition BJP on the pollution crisis, intensifying further. Now, the Aam Aadmi Party has blamed the BJP-governed Haryana for the crisis faced by the people in the national capital, while BJP has said it is high time to stop the blame game and initiate measures to protect the citizens. Now, CNN News 18's Yash reports from Delhi's Anand, Vihar, where the air quality continues to remain hazardous. Let's take a look.
There's hardly any area in the national capital now where you can't see this haze or smog around. Well, the bad news is that now most of the pockets in the national capital are reporting the air quality number in the hazardous category. We are here in Anand, Vihar, and this is one of the hotspots of pollution here in the national capital. There are two reasons for it. The number one reason is that this area caters to one of the largest bus terminals here in the national capital. You can see the continuous vehicular movement over here, which actually is one of the reasons of pollution here in the national capital. Apart from this, this is also nearing the borders with Uttar Pradesh. Now you can see these sorts of water sprayers or smog guns are being used in this very area to actually douse the fire, which probably these equipments are incapable of, because we are seeing these equipment being used over the past many years, but they really don't make a substantial change when it comes to the air quality here in the national capital. You can see how visibility has taken a hit, how bad the air is. In fact, see on the other side of the road as well, another sprayer coming in. So there are enough deployment of these anti-smog guns or water sprayers, but does it really make a difference? That is a big question.
Residents of the national capital have been raising this issue time and again every year, that their children are being born and exposed to such bad quality air right from their birth. So imagine the kind of adverse impacts it will have on
and
people.
It's very unfortunate, Srishti, because doctors have been telling us that, parents should be very concerned while sending their children outside to play or to school. So this is very unfortunate that we have to tame our children not to go outside to play or not to go to schools.
Right. And that is why under the stage 3 of the graded response action plan, an advisory has already gone out to the schools, the primary schools across the city, urging them to consider switching to online classes for kids who are studying in classes 1st, 2nd, even till class 5th. Himani, we have been witnessing this deteriorating air quality every winter. So how do you think this prolonged exposure to air quality has been, impacting people like us, the children and the senior citizens?
This sort of toxic air is lethal for all adults, for children, for infants, and across all age groups. We have been seeing a lot of studies coming in which proves that this sort of air quality can induce or can put us at risk of developing type 2 diabetes as well as lung cancer, and also puts us at risk of developing several sort of heart issues. And not to talk about the immediate triggers that many hospital OPDs and emergencies have already been witnessing a rush of people who are coming with complaints like cough, like increased production of sputum, lot of allergic reactions. There are lot of children who are being taken to hospital OPDs with complaints of viral infections. So this sort of air pollution also leads to reduced immunity, which leads to various other diseases kicking, especially in the times of winter, where there are when there are variety of viral infections across.
Right.
And doctors also tell us that out of every 10 patients, 4 are those who are coming for the first time with respiratory issues. So Srishti, what has been your reading when we compare this year to the last year? Where do we stand in numbers for that?
Yeah, like Himani, so Delhi has been witnessing bad quality of air all through the year. It's just it just surges to dangerous levels, especially during winter, October, November, December. Now, unlike last year, we did not have severe plus days last year when, the AQI surged above 500. But this year, however, we have seen that it has already crossed 500 in a few places across Delhi. Last year, the weather conditions were also slightly favorable because there was an event of rainfall which led to clearing of the air quality. The winds were slightly higher. This year, however, as you can see here, the wind speeds have dropped. The calmer winds prevail. And that is why winter is a very, very bad time for the air quality, because the ventilation index, so basically it's an indicator that scientists use to say that, how well the pollutants will mix up in the atmosphere. And as you can see here behind me, a dense layer of smog has enveloped the entire city.
जिन लोगों को सांस की तकलीफ रहती है, क्रॉनिक प्रॉब्लम है, जैसे दमे के पेशेंट्स हैं, सीओपीडी वाले पेशेंट्स हैं, या क्रॉनिक लंग डिजीज वाले पेशेंट्स हैं, या जिन लोगों को हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम है, वो इस टाइम में उनकी तकलीफ ज्यादा बढ़ जाती है, इमरजेंसी विजिट ज्यादा होने लगती है। हम देखते हैं कि ऑलमोस्ट 20% इंक्रीज इन जो इमरजेंसी विजिट्स हैं रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम की इमरजेंसी में देखी जाती है, बच्चों में भी और अडल्ट्स में भी। और लोगों की सांस की तकलीफ बढ़ जाती है, हार्ट की प्रॉब्लम में हार्ट फेलियर के चांसेस बढ़ जाते हैं, और इसलिए एक्यूट प्रॉब्लम जो है वो इन लोगों में ज्यादा होता है। ये भी देखा गया है कि जिन लोगों में को कोई रेस्पिरेटरी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन जब वो इस प्रदूषण या बैड क्वालिटी एयर को ब्रीथ करते हैं तो उनमें भी चेस्ट टाइटनेस, खांसी या रात को सांस लेने में तकलीफ हो जाती है।
देखिए, बचाने के लिए तो ये है कि हम इसको एक्सपोजर से बचें। अभी आप देख रहे हैं सुबह का समय है, लेकिन आपको सूरज नज़र नहीं आ रहा है और धुआं ही धुआं नज़र आ रहा है। ऐसे में अगर आप वॉक करेंगे तो नेचुरली आप एक्सपोजर अपने आप को करेंगे। तो कोशिश करें कि जब सूरज निकले, जब टेम्परेचर बढ़े, तो थोड़ा पार्टिकल मैटर या जो धुआं ऊपर चला जाए तब आप वॉक करें या बाहर निकलें। हम यहाँ खड़े हैं तो हो सकता है कि हम लोगों को भी इसका एक्सपोजर उतना ही हो रहा है, तो हम कोशिश करें कि हम एक N95 मास्क लगाएं जो वेल फिटिंग मास्क हो। उसकी वजह से हम लोगों को कुछ प्रिकॉशन, कुछ हमें राहत मिल सकती है।
केंद्र सरकार से हमने अभी आज चिट्ठी मैं लिख रहा हूँ कि पर्यावरण मंत्री तुरंत जो है वो 5 राज्य के पर्यावरण मंत्रियों की इमरजेंसी मीटिंग कॉल करें